Hello everybody, this is Allshouse Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Escape from Ever After. In the previous episode, we made our way through the rest of the Ever After Incorporated's headquarters. Well, almost all of it. And we took down the board of directors. Now, all that's left is the CEO before we can shut down, well, this whole affair. Now, I have changed some things up in terms of equipment. I have given Flint Healthy Glow, Poison Infusion, Synergy Superstar, kept his combo boost on, and for patches, I gave him Dragon Skin, 3 Guard Experts, and Poison Protect, plus Synergy Superstar, because I want to try out a strategy I saw beforehand while looking through things to make sure I hadn't missed anything. But without further ado, let's go inside. So you must have given the board quite a tussling. I'm not surprised. So, why are you here? I assume you're not happy with your jobs. Or jobs? We're not happy with any of it. We're here to shut down your storybook network once and for all. Are you then? That's quite precious. I should have known this day would come. Go ahead then. Stairs to the roof are right behind me, where you'll of course find the telepager hub. I'm sure you clever characters can find a way to shut it down. Oh, but there is one thing we must discuss first. Lady, we're not here to chat. We'll just head on up to the roof then if you're just gonna yap. Patches. 3rd generation, right? It's a shame, really. I knew the copywriters in the marketing department got you all wrong from the moment we brought you to life. Between you and me, they don't really understand how to connect to today's youth. You're the result of their best attempt. A bit sad, really. You know, it's really messed up that Ever After Inc. created a whole storybook just to generate some corporate mascot. Oh, is it Tinder? Then you certainly won't like what I have to say next. Let me tell you all a little story. I'm sensing a villain speech coming. I wasn't always the CEO of Ever After Inc. In fact, my beginnings were quite humble. Here we go. Once upon a time, I was a struggling author. I lived in a dingy apartment, always on the verge of eviction. It was a miserable existence. I wrote stories with everything I had. Words poured out of me. My writing was raw. It was alive. But despite my best efforts, the world only responded with silence. No one read my stories. No one cared. Still, though, I wrote from the heart, years and years trying to make a living. Failed book after failed book. Until one day, I had an idea. It wasn't born from some flash of genius or a spark of passion. No, the idea was born of desperation. I was done trying to write from the heart, trying to create something meaningful. Instead, I wrote something cynical, something that I knew I could sell. It was a children's story, one with zero substance, zero novelty. I recycled all the tropes I could think of. So I got to work. And finally, I finished my first draft. The Adventures of Flint Buckler. I'm the author of your storybook. You... What? Huh? What did I miss? It, seems that the CEO is also the author of Flint's Tinder storybook. Oh, okay. That's right, you... Wait, what? That's crazy. Oh, sorry, you can keep going. As I was saying, Flint and Tinder, you are my creations. Wait, did you write my storybook too? No! Now let me finish. So anyway, as I was saying, Flint and Tinder are my creations. And boy, oh boy, the Adventures of Flint Buckler was popular. They flew off the shelves like hotcakes. For the first time, I was a known author. People asking for my autograph. Can you believe it? I'm still trying to wrap my head around this. I mean, okay, that explains why Flint is such a weak, thin character. There's just no depth there. I always thought he must have been a rush job. What about my character? I'm full of depth. Most intricate of villains. Layered, complex. I mean, right, guys? Oh, come on. A brave and headstrong fairy tale hero and an evil dragon? There was nothing new here with either of you. You're just a recycled hodgepodge of all the brain-dead fantasy archetypes that came before you. And I happen to make a fortune off of it. It was never really about the money for me. You see, I only ever wanted to be an author so I could tell stories people would remember. And for one brief shining moment, I did. The Adventures of Flint Buckler. One silly idea that caught fire. And so the money kept pouring in. I tried to write other things and go back to what made me passionate, but after that silly book, nobody wanted anything else from me. So I made sequels. It became a best-selling series, in fact. They even made movies. Naturally, they were terrible. But eventually, without another hit on my hands, my popularity began to fade, and I refused to slip back into obscurity. So I thought, what if stories could last? Not just as a book on a shelf gathering dust, but as entire worlds we could use. Worlds that could fuel lives. Great jobs. Keep the lights on. Indeed. So I started this company, and through groundbreaking technology, we commercialized storybook worlds. I gave them purpose. I gave them longevity. And I gave myself a future. Why scrape for another bestseller when I could own all of them? Why slip into obscurity when I could build an empire that no one could forget? You had no right, and we are going to take you down. Sure, go ahead. Try and shut down the Telepager Hub. Destroy everything I built. What if your storybooks fade away one day, Without my empire, there's nothing to keep you relevant. And someday, maybe you'll fade away entirely. If all that sounds good to you, I'll be waiting for you on the roof for a final confrontation. I do hope you'll join me. This job can be so drab. Come on, let's go follow her and end this. I'd always hoped the author of our started book would have been, I don't know, better. But she despises us. Flint, with all due respect, who cares? Huh? My character was created by Ever After Inc.'s marketing department. I've always known that, and it stopped bothering me. We're here, that's what matters. He's right, I was the villain in my storybook, just some evil witch of the woods. I slaved away for years at Ever After Inc., trying to make up for that fact, trying to prove I was more than a villain. Turns out, I didn't need the company to prove that. Our storybooks don't define us. Yeah, and apparently in my story, I'm not even really a musician. Look at me now, I'm the greatest musician in all the storybooks ever written. And Flint, according to the story she wrote for us, we were destined to be mortal enemies forever. And now, we're colleagues. You guys are right. Time and time again, we've seen that our stories don't define us. CEO may have created us, but she's not going to write our ending. Telepager Hub is on the roof, through that door. Let's do this. But first, let's go back and save. Because that was a lot of exposition. And if I die in the boss fight, I really don't want to have to do that again. Ooh, some treasure chests. Let's see, cheesecake. Yeah, I could definitely use a restock. And a chai tea latte. No music. No jaunty tune. Of course. Just us on a rainy rooftop with one person standing in our way of taking this company down for good. How interesting. After all I just told you, you still persist with your silly little mission. Behind you is the Telepager Hub. It powers all Telepagers throughout our storybook network. You're here to shut it down, yes? Just behind me is the control panel. See that big red button? It'll initiate a self-destruct sequence. Why does everyone keep building self-destruct sequences into their big important machines? Indeed, it's ridiculous. Our foolish contract... Oh, and of course she's going to explain it. Insisted on building self-destruct sequence into the hub's design. Real-world workers, right? So glad I don't have to deal with those regulations anymore. Doesn't matter, because you won't be getting to the control panel anyway. Like my ride? It's the newest iteration of our telepager device. You'll all get to be the first to test it. How wonderful. Now, it's time to meet your maker. We already did. Okay, as usual, do some research. Page Ripper's hands pack quite a punch. Defeating them will give your team a temporary break from their onslaught of powerful attacks. Page Ripper's hands pack a punch, yeah. Oof. And that's why you want the poison protection. Unfortunately, I only had one, and I kinda had to give it to Patches. CEO's destructive combat vehicle, a culmination of Ever After Inc.'s telepager and weapon technology. Alright, and now the strategy. We are going to taunt with Patches. Dang it! I'd never used that before, so it's like... Oof. Yikes, okay. Ugh, I don't want to waste that getting rid of... We'll just use the cheesecake. Let's try taunt again. Alright, him with a buckler barrage. No point in going after the mecha hands, because they'll just come back later on. Okay. To get a bit of restoration going, and I need to keep Patches at the front. Oh, come on! Really hoping we get a poison. Let's try a different approach. We could use a change of scenery, don't you think? Or don't you agree? Alright. Time to see what's going to happen. Now let's see what we got here. What's this now? Okay, good. I'm guessing either they'd show up by default or we'd already completed their quest and I don't pay attention. You guys are taking on the CEO? You're crazy, but come on, boys, let's help. What the? Stay out of this. Good luck, guys. We'll be rooting for you. Oh yeah, they do a decent chunk of damage to them. I'm not going to be able to do any attacks to them, though. Because I need to do some healing. Oh, jeez. You know what? Yeah. Well, seeing as how we still got taunt for another turn, may as well. You are stubborn, I'll give you that. Let's get out of this place. Wouldn't want too much of a home team advantage, would we? Look, bros, it's the CEO. I'm no fan of Flynn and his gang, but they did help us find a new place to live. And Everafter Inc. completely dumped us. Let's get her. I concur, brothers, and her mech looks positively embarrassed next to ours. Where's the heart? Where's the artistry? Good thing we got this thing up and running again. It's time for new management. Attack! How dare you! Alright, go for another taunt. And Buckler Barrage. Oof. Well, I can't hit the hand, so may as well go for the CEO. Still hang on, Hey, what other storybooks do we have here? Ah, this is a great one. You lot have found yourselves in quite the predicament. Fortunately for you, we are still in your debt for earlier assistance. Lulu, now, if you please. Ow! Leave me alone! Good luck! Yeah, this is the whole, they will come to help you in your time of need. Alright, let's get that taunt going. And another Buckler Barrage. I'm gonna be honest, so far, the CEO has been a lot less challenging than the board of directors was. Sugar cookie. You're still persisting. Unbelievable. Let's try another venue. Ahoy, mateys! Dar, it be the saltiest crew of sea dogs I ever sailed with. I knew ye could handle fighting the CEO. You didn't really have a whole lot of faith in us before. I'm still in your debt for your help earlier, aren't I? Alrighty, devil, this one's for Captain Blackheart. Who even are you? Haha. Crap, I'm all out. Yeah, thankfully I've got the chai tea latte. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. She's kind of a joke compared to the board of directors. This is ridiculous! Die already! Unfortunately, there's nobody here to help us. It ends here. Alright, just to be on the safe side, let's get a taunt going. Okay, let's get a restoration. Oh, come on. No, 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 no. How could this be? You can't defeat me. Ah! My mech's got a bit of power left, and you still have one more storybook. Alright, you've zapped us around enough. It's not going to save you. You've lost. Give it up. I know this storybook. Yes, your branch manager, Mr. Moon, is from here. I'm glad you held on to this copy, because it's the perfect place. The perfect place to trap you forever. My, that was the only telepager in this story, wasn't it? Looks like I'm your only ride home. Too bad I'm done giving rides. Now, to just point this thing at myself... Wait, you can't! I'll be taking my leave now. Back to the real world for me. So long. No! What on earth are you doing? You just zapped them back to the real world. Everything must come to an end. Must eventually come to an end. It's Ever After Inc.'s time now, and as such... it's mine, too. What does that even mean? Wait, we can talk about this. Where are you sending me? Flint, finish the job. Sever the network. It's the right thing to do. Yeah, all things must end eventually. You're fired. Defeat the CEO, and not so lonely at the top. Defeat the CEO with assistance from an ally in each world. Technically, we didn't do that. But then again, outside of the aliens, we didn't really have an ally in the icy planet. Glacius 9, I think it's called. I don't remember the name of the storybook. Ugh. I think we did it. That all happened so fast. Was that Mr. Moon who jumped in last second? He Mr. Moon saved us. That means there's just one thing left to do here. We really gotta do this, huh? Yes, we may have defeated the CEO for now, but if we don't destroy the Telepager network, Ever After Inc. will just replace her. We need to do this to purge them from all of our worlds. Wait, have you guys decided what storybook you're going to jump into before the Telepagers shut down? I guess I'm going home. Same, I can finally reclaim my castle. I'll be heading back to Happy Howl Hollow then. My friends must be missing me, assuming they even remember that you're gone. What about you, Patches? I obviously can't go home. My book doesn't even exist anymore. I've been thinking of jumping back into Treasure Cove. Tropical air, the constant adventure. Yeah, sounds about right for me. I guess this will be goodbye then. Yeah, there'll be time for final goodbyes, but come on, we gotta start the self-destruct sequence before someone else catches on to what we're doing. Right. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Telepager hub will be destroyed in T-minus 30 minutes. Come on, let's go. Wait, we gotta notify everyone that the Storybook Network is shutting down. Otherwise, characters will be trapped forever in the wrong story. Give me 1 sec here. Forgot to turn around? Alright, message sent. Oh my, the Telepager network is shutting down? I must get home then. Wait, I also want to go home. I just know this was Flint and his team. I trained them well. I guess I'm unemployed now. Time to go back to pillaging and plundering. Holy heck, where do I even want to go before the Telepagers close? So many options. Maybe I'll just stay here. It's nice and warm after all. Dar, well if them Telepagers be closing, I'm not staying here. I hate being a pirate. Mayhaps I'll saunter over to one of them romance books. Find myself a loved one yet. Yarr! I'm definitely getting out of this place. Oh, hey, bud, did you hear the news? You bet, I was just heading to the Telepager. You guys thinking what I'm thinking? Heck yeah, we're going somewhere warm. Let's get off this frigid planet. Lead the way. Guys, did you hear? Did you hear? What? Spit it out. Telepager network's shutting down. We got an hour to skedaddle. Half an hour. Where do we want to end up forever? Huh? Maybe we should be going home. Yeah, we're the titular Three Blind Mice. We gotta rep our storybook. Nonsense. We're staying right here. Think about it, you dimwits. Everyone's gonna be clearing out of this castle. We can loot it unimpeded. I'm pretty sure Tinder's gonna have something to say about this. Treasure that'll last us for lifetimes. What do you mean lifetimes? Boss, you only got a few good years left. I'm not that old. Besides, gotta get enough riches to provide for you useless sacks of fur long after I'm gone. You share a brain cell between the two of you. You won't be able to make it on your own. Yeah, they share a brain cell and it's fighting for second place. We're staying here and looting for as long as we can. Sounds good, boss. Phew, planting all these sprouts is, hard work. Do they really expect us to replant the entire forest? Quit your whining. I'm the one truly suffering here. I'm simply not built for this kind of grunt work. How dare those pesky unicorns subject me to this? Yeah, since Ever After Inc. fired us, we gotta earn a living somehow, little bro. Did you, hear that, all the Telepagers are shutting down? Huh? Well, good riddance, I say. That blasted company deserves to go under for what they did to me. Hey, no slacking off. Grandma, I'm home. This time I'm home for good. What? You've lost your hood? No, Grandma, I've come home forever. I no longer have to work. What? You no longer have to twerk? No, Grandma, I said work. Now I'm a jerk? Now watch your mouth, young lady. You know, nobody would blame you if you didn't want to stick around. Excellent news, my dear Lulu. All the Telepagers have permanently closed, which by my calculations means we can at last be together forever. Roar! I love you too, honey. Yar, I be hearing them blasted telepagers be shutting down, eh? Port Cutlass will be growing a whole lot quieter soon, don't you think? My old crew pulled off their impossible mission after all, did they? Har har! I should have known those scallywags had it in them. Off we go! Toughest pack of sea dogs ever to sail beneath me colors. Why, they even bested me in a fair bout of fisticuffs. It's really over then. Flint and his gang managed to shut everything down. And now this little world is ours again. At least, until everything fades. Do you think Flint did the right thing? Yes, I think he did. And I think we're making the right choice staying here together. All stories are meant to end. I'm just glad my story gets to end with you, in such a peaceful place. Always, my love. I'll cherish you until the very end. Okay, team. I guess this is it. Let's say our final goodbyes before we go our separate ways. I'll go first then. Guys, it's been real. I'm gonna miss you all so much. Even you, Tinder. Ha. Well, I can't deny you kept me feeling young. Seriously, everyone, thanks so much for helping me find purpose. I may not have my own storybook to return to, but I'm ready to embark on further adventures. That's why I'll be heading to Treasure Cove. Oh, I just know you'll thrive there, honey. Thanks, Eva. Good luck, everyone. Peace. Goodbyes are so hard. We'll have to go next before I'm a sobbing mess. I love my time at Ever After Inc. I thought I was doing good things there. I'm so grateful that you illuminated the truth for me and that we could set things right. I'm going to go back to my homeworld now, where I used to be a villainous witch. I hope I can set things right there, too. Heh, we got off to a pretty bad start, huh? Burning your plants, stealing your key to the Forbidden Library. I felt really bad about that. I'm so glad we became friends. All water under the bridge now, hehe. Good, because those plants were an eyesore. They soured the entire throne room. I'm glad I got to do that one more time. Goodbye, Flint, Wolfgang, Tinder. I'll never get used to that. Bye. Take care. No, I don't want to say goodbye. It's too sad. Oh, you guys were my best friends ever. To think we only met because you guys were such big fans of my music. That's not quite it. Oh, I know. Let me play a little goodbye song. There once was a... No, that won't be necessary. Oh, you know, just because, it'll, make me too sad. Yes, that's it. Oh, Tinder, you're too sweet. I understand, friend. I'll miss you, though. Really. At times, I admit you even warmed this cold heart. You brought so much joy to our team. We'll miss you. Keep working on your music. Thanks, guys. I'll never forget you. Bye! One more hug! Ah, what the? Bye, Tinder. I'll miss you so much. Okay, I'm going for real now. Goodbye, Wolfgang. I guess that's it, huh? I'll miss them all so much. Yeah, me too. Never thought I'd be saying that. Should we go home now? To our storybook? Yeah, let's go. Home sweet home. Indeed. Looks like everyone is cleared out. My castle. Is it finally mine again? I guess we'll see. Let's have a look around, shall we? Where am I? Where did those brats send me? Well, gosh, you're up. Did you enjoy your nap? What? Nap? I was knocked out. I hit my head pretty hard. I think I need medical attention. Oh, you humans are so funny. You look fine to me. The telepager! Listen, Wolf, wherever is our storybook's telepager? If I don't get there immediately, I might be trapped here forever. Tell what now? It's a big device with a laser. It's a big metal machine that's like anything else you primitive wolves have ever seen. You can't possibly miss it. Where is it? Oh, you mean the doohickey that's in the library over there? Gotta go. Oh yeah, that machine just went kerploof. I think it's broken. What? No, that can't be. How long was I out? Well, you were napping there for at least a few hours. No, this can't be happening. Not to worry, ma'am. Our village is a great place to live. You'll be happy here. Good friends, good food. In fact, we just figured out which berries don't make us dizzy. No! Do you like berries? Oh boy. Yeah, I can't blame her for being upset. Huh. It's kind of eerie in here without all the employees. They could have at least cleaned up after themselves. It's going to take ages to remove all of this office junk. Yeah, you could start your own business with all this equipment. Ha, no thanks. I'm quite done with the corporate life. So what are you going to do now? I'm just going to kick back, relax, and finally enjoy some peace and quiet. I'll never get my body back, but at least everything else can go back to how it was. And you? You're going back to your village, right? Yeah, I guess so. You'll let me come visit you in your castle, though, right? My schedule is going to be pretty busy over the next few centuries. You know, dragon things. Okay, fine, you can visit sometimes. Let's not make this a regular thing, though. Great, I was thinking weekly. Hey, what? No, get back here! Yep, looks like the telepagers are totally inactive. Humph, good riddance. I hope everyone's settled in okay. I missed them already. I guess that's it, huh? Kind of anticlimactic. Yeah, locked off from all the other storybooks forever. It's for the best. Flint, Tinder! We're here! So glad we made it in time. Ah! Ow! We came back so we could all be together. Right before the telepagers closed off. All of us made the same decision independently. Yeah, we're here for the long haul. I don't even know what to say. I can't believe it. Naturally, Tinder will be needing a place to stay. And you definitely have a few extra bedrooms in this place. Ooh, I call the biggest one. Can't I finally just get some peace and quiet? I guess I can make some room. Temporarily. Oh, don't pretend like you're not happy about this. And with that, we have come to an end of Escape from Ever After. I don't think I'm going to be going back and getting all the sunstones and ink bottles, because I don't really need them. In addition, I don't really need to finish the stairs of whatever they were called. Stairs of Progress? Stairs of... whatever. The Pit of 100 Trials inverted. Because that's basically what it is. Yeah, this game took a lot from Thousand Year Door, but in a good way. I would say this is definitely a very worthy Paper Mario clone. And wow, looking at my timer, it is a good thing I decided to do this in a separate episode, because holy hell, I would have had to split this off into 2 different videos anyways. Oh boy. As for the story, I liked it. I enjoyed the gameplay. Every character felt unique. Admittedly, there were certain characters I used a lot more in combat than I did others. The story was great. I'm trying to take down a company from the inside. Wait, are we at the end of the credits already? Huh. Okay. Oh, nope. Still. Vigilant Kickstarter beta testers. Oh, this one's gonna take a while. I enjoyed the story. Seeing what it was like if storybooks were forced into the corporate world and trying to take that corporate world down from the inside. Kickstarter supporters, this is gonna take a while. Music was great. I enjoyed the graphics. Shoot. I probably have all these thoughts, and yet, yeah, I'm not going to be very good at vocalizing them. I mean, it might go against the whole all things have to end eventually with the... if they make a sequel, but I wouldn't say no to another game set in this world. I mean, there is still the new patches that ran off. That's kind of a dangling thread that they left. Who knows? Maybe he'll come back as the new CEO. Remake the Telepager network and try to get revenge on us. I don't know. But if this is where it ends, why not? Like Mr. Moon said, all things have to end eventually. But yeah, great game. Really enjoyed it. Was it perfect? No. I mean, that last chapter before the... well... the Ice World chapter kind of dragged a bit with all the back and forth I had to do. Was, yeah. Also, the whole upgrade system for characters' attacks kind of dropping off after Wolfgang gets his. I guess I felt like you probably could have done a little bit more. You know, give Ava a new wand. Patches, I don't know, give him some brass knuckles or something? I don't know. But honestly, it says a lot that I have very little complaints. I suppose it could be a complaint that the final boss was way easier than the boss right before it. Seriously, the board of directors was way more challenging than the final boss. I suppose you could also say that the Buckler Barrage was like way overpowered unless you're up against an enemy that has some defense. Other than that, no real complaints from me. They kind of mitigate the whole, oh, the coffee machines are expensive by very early on giving you free places to rest. That, with some backtracking, you can make use of. Which, yeah, for video, it's not great. But, you know, editing can fix that. I'm hoping they do more with this world. If they don't, that's fine. But, anyways, with that, we have come to an end for Escape from Ever After. If you enjoyed this series, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for an upload, and please leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in our next series that I already have planned out, sort of, in the sense that I've already picked the game that I want to play. And thanks for watching. See you guys in our next series.